today.
The following message is sponsored by the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Natural disasters can be unexpected and devastating to your home or property. If your home or property is damaged and needs repairs, it's important to use only Florida licensed contractors. Remember to check their references, get everything in writing, and don't pay up front. To verify your contractors are licensed, contact the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation online at myfloridalicense.com. That's myfloridalicense.com.
Go to your app store and download the WNN app on your Android or iPhone and never miss a Talk 1470 minute.
Live a more conscious life by joining other like-minded individuals and businesses, as together we create a more conscious community connection with Conscious Co-op South Florida. The Conscious Co-op meets monthly at the Boca Raton Wyndham Hotel with a catered gourmet vegan lunch by Farmer's Table. These meetings feature guided meditations and a wellness-minded speaker always dedicated to educating on a more conscious way of living. For more information, visit noahcrane.com. That's NOAHCRANE.com, or call 561-774-1991.
Hello everyone, my name is Noah Crane. Welcome to Create Your Greenest Grass. Connect with me each week to create a life you love. Now let's get started. Hello and welcome to Create Your Greenest Grass, where we don't leave our life to chance, but rather create a life we love. My name is Noah Crane and I'm super excited that you're joining me here tonight. To tell you a little bit about myself, I'm the author of the book, The Grass is Greenest Where I Am, which will be out September 13th. I'm very excited. It's been a long journey for me to get my message out and my book out, and it's a very exciting time to share my message with you and with the world. My book talks about no comparison, no competition, and no scarcity. Learning to live in our own love and light and sharing our unique gifts in the world. Since we all came into this world for a reason, and to leave an impact behind, bring some kind of a gift to leave behind, to make the world a better place. And that's what I'm committed to. I love people. I love helping people in this journey and really creating a life that they're proud of. I also am the creator of an incredible group called Conscious Co-op. Conscious Co-op meets once a month at the Wyndham Hotel in Boca Raton, 1950 Glades Road. We have about 60 to 80 people showing up for the lunches now. They're very exciting. We always have meditation, inspirational speakers. This month lunch, Shirley Solis is going to be speaking. She's an incredible life and empowerment coach, and she will teach us how to get more in touch with ourselves and be more in touch with the messages that come at us in the world every day, so we can actually create everything that we ever want. This month's lunch is on Friday, August 31st from 11:30 to 2 p.m. I hope you can join us. You can sign up on my website, noahcrane.com. That's NOAHCRANE.com. And I look forward to connecting with you. I have a very exciting show for you today, and I can't wait to share my special guest. Her name is Cecilia St. King. One second. She won the 2018 Singer-Songwriter Competition for South Florida Folk Festival. Her work has been endorsed by the United Nations, the Gandhi Institute for Nonviolence, and the National Peace Academy. Welcome to the show, Cecilia.
Thank you, Noah. I'm so happy to be here.
I am so excited.
Thrilled to be part of your Conscious Co-op. Yeah.
Thank you, and I'm so excited to have you, and I'm really grateful for our connection, because it's very special. Cecilia, let's start by getting the audience to get to know you a little bit. Can you please tell them a little bit about yourself and what you do?
I am known as an inner peace troubadour, and I have been traveling the country for over 16 years, performing concerts for peace across America.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. It is amazing, and it's been a fruitful and wonderful journey. I've met so many beautiful people, and it's powerful. It's been a powerful. For the last 3.5 years, I drove in a motorhome by myself across the country, all around from Florida to New York, New Hampshire, up to Canada, all the way to New Mexico, Utah, back down to New Mexico, up the California coast. Yeah, to Oregon.
What an incredible life.
Yeah.
And has it been mostly in the United States?
Early in my career, I've been a professional musician for 25 years. So early in my career, I toured Japan. I had a CD release over there and toured Japan twice.
That's
yes,
amazing.
I toured in Germany once and New Zealand. Yeah, later on. Yeah.
That's incredible. And you're all about spreading more peace and love in the world, right?
Yes. Yeah. That kind of became I think it was always my calling. I like to say that I came out of the womb singing, and I was raised Catholic, but the first song that I ever remember singing was Hava Nagila.
Wow, that's amazing.
So I was born to bridge gaps between interfaith. Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
How did you become an inner peace troubadour?
Well, I had always been a musician, and at the end of 2000, I moved to, actually, end of 1999, I moved back to New York City to be in the city with my family, back with my family for the millennial. And then, lo and behold, a year and a half later, I was at the World Trade Center when the buildings fell.
Oh, my goodness.
And for days afterwards, I just sang all around New York City. I sang at the Javits Center where people were going to gather to Ground Zero. I sang down where the firefighters were resting in Central Park, in Greenwich Village, for the Red Cross, all over New York City. And then 6 months later, I discovered that I had cancer in my throat.
Wow.
And when you are faced with losing the gift that you've been given, it makes you kind of take a step back and ask yourself, what are you doing with that gift? And so I took off and I went to a monastery in New Zealand called Shambhala, and I got really quiet and did a lot of soul searching and studying. It was a prep school for spiritual leadership. And when I got back to the United States, we were going to war. And I decided to turn my life and my work over to being a voice for peace.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Would you like to sing a song for us?
Sure. I think this song has been a long time in the making, and I think it's more prevalent now than it was, which was inspired by 9/11, certainly. But I think people in our society today are wondering what's going on and how can we make sense of our current situation, and I hope this maybe gives them a little insight. It's called Tumbling Down. You know the stars shine brightest in the darkest hour, when chaos reigns, oh Lord, when it rains in the murkiest water, blooms the most beautiful flower when chaos reigns, oh, when it rains, 'cause there's a purpose to the chaos, to collapse and create a new cause. You never know what God's got planned for you. And I may not know what I am doing, but what I do know, God knows what she's doing. So let him reign when chaos reigns. So let it come falling down, let it come tumbling down, let it come crashing down all around. Let it come falling down, tumbling down, crashing down around and around. 'Cause I am spirit, you are spirit, we are spirit. Isn't it amazing? And we will rise up, we will shore up, we will build up, 'cause we are amazing. You cry, how could this have happened? As you fall to your knees, begging, Lord, give me an answer, please. The road would not have been taken had your life not fallen apart. So let it rain when chaos reigns. So let it come falling down, tumbling down, crashing down all around. Let it come falling down, tumbling down, crashing down around and around. 'Cause I'm spirit, you are spirit, we are spirit. Isn't it amazing? And we will rise up, we will shore up, we will build up, 'cause we are amazing.
Wow, that is so beautiful. Thank you. We're so blessed here, huh? We get to listen to this beautiful voice. Yes, and Cecilia actually has a concert coming up. Cecilia, tell them a little bit about your concert.
On September 22nd, it's for the International Day of Peace. And the International Day of Peace was a United Nations sanctioned Day of Peace that was formed in 1981. And all over the country, all over the world, actually, people are creating moments of peace for their communities. And actually, ceasefires take place all over the world. And it's a wonderful opportunity for humanitarian groups to go in and inoculate, bring in humanitarian supplies, food, clothing. Where there's war-torn areas, it all stops for that one day. You kind of wonder, why is it only the one day? Mm-hmm. But for the last 8 years in a row, I've been the MC and the closing act for the United Nations Vigil for Peace and Ecology in Central Park. And now that I have moved here to South Florida, I just bought a home in Delray Beach. I decided, they asked me to come back and do it in Central Park again this year, and I thought, no, I really want to bring this peace movement and the International Day of Peace to right here where I live in my community. Yeah.
We need
so it's
you.
September 22nd. It's going to be at the Center for Spiritual Living on Palmetto Park Road in Boca.
And how do you buy the tickets?
We will have it up on Eventbrite, and you can go to my website, CeciliaSt.King.com. Yeah, and Facebook. I'll probably have a link on Facebook as well.
How many people are we expecting at this concert?
I'm hoping a few hundred. Yeah, at least a couple hundred. Yeah.
That's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to be there.
Yeah, yay.
You can count me in for sure. I'm very excited. What happened with the throat cancer? You were able to cure
Well,
it?
I had surgery. Mm-hmm. I went to Memorial Sloan Kettering, and I had surgery, and I didn't opt for any kind of radiation or anything. I just I actually boarded the plane to New Zealand because I went right from the almost within weeks of the surgery. Actually, maybe even days, because I boarded the plane to go to New Zealand with bandages around my neck. Yeah, and so I think my prayerful time, the discipline that I had at Shambhala, was meditation 3 times a day, eating very healthy, very conscious, praying, studying the ageless wisdom teachings, kind of taking responsibility for my own life. When you're faced with cancer, it kind of makes you go, wow, where did that come from, and how can I be responsible, and what was it about my life? And I think that it was in my throat area. I was a singer, but I also kind of, at that point in my very young life, I was I kind of was able to be a oh, look, it's somebody from Costa Rica. Mm-hmm. Hi, Juan. Oh, that's so wonderful. Hey, Juan.
Hello.
Yes, I met Juan when I was performing for the University de La Paz in Costa Rica. Yeah, so how nice to see you. I was there training 27 international students.
Wow.
Yeah, in a practice called the Connection Practice that I also teach. Yeah. But I think getting quiet and living in a monastery was really a big part of my healing. And then, of course, we talked about the in-breath and the out-breath. So when you're in the monastic environment, it's the in-breath. And then the practice was to hold the discipline in the out-breath when I was out in society. Mm-hmm. And so it's taken a few years, but I have learned how to do that. Yeah. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And you are just such a light for people, because really, we all face chaos, all of us, right?
Yes.
And if we have to talk about chaos, there's nobody that's free from chaos.
Right.
We all have it in one way or another. But it's what we choose to do with the chaos.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, what are you going to do? Are you going to turn it around? And how can you make it... it's really hard when you're in the middle of that chaos to know that something is happening for your highest good,
right,
even though we can't see it in the moment. But there really is something. Like, I became a peace troubadour. You know, I was at 9/11. It was a nightmare what I witnessed, running from the falling towers, like, the thousands of people in the street. I was shut down. I got, I couldn't hardly talk afterward. Although I sang all around the city, but I was blocked up here. Yeah.
chaos is growth. As much
Chaos
as
is growth.
we want to say,
Right.
it's growth. If we can, no matter what chaos we're going through, if we
Yes.
can focus on the positive,
Right.
because there's so much to be grateful to every day. And I want to ask the listeners today, what are you grateful for, really? No matter what's going on in your life, what are you grateful for? Please write to us and tell us what you're grateful for today, because we are really blessed to be living here, to have a life much better than a lot of people in the world.
Absolutely.
We're just really blessed. So no matter what challenges you're going through, no matter what is in your life right now, take a moment and just really think about what can you be grateful for right now, and share that with us, because we'd love to see the gratitude, because the flow of gratitude really transforms the world.
Right.
And it's just a beautiful place to be, because gratitude flows. It doesn't, like, you're not hitting obstacles. You're just grateful. Your life moves forward, and you're always feeling in a good place. So it's your choice. It's my choice. It's everyone's choice
And
to
we
be
don't
grateful.
even see. You think, oh, what can I be grateful for? What can I be grateful for? But I practice this great gratitude in the morning, and I go, I'm grateful for my hands. I'm grateful for my feet. I'm grateful for my liver. I'm grateful for my ears, my brain. I'm grateful for my heart. I'm grateful for the fruit. I'm grateful for the vegetables. Every day I practice gratitude, and it shifts energy big time.
It
Absolutely.
really does. And you really do appreciate the simple things in life that are not replaceable, like our health. Right? Those are, like, most of the things we're stuck on anyways are replaceable things. They're not things that are you're going to remember 6 months from now or a year from now. They're just life happening, and it's how you deal with them. But the things that are really important, when you have your health and you're healthy, that is the biggest gift in life. And just to notice that and to be grateful for that every day makes your life be so much more meaningful and so much happier.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we all have our trials and tribulations. No one gets off scot-free.
No.
Yeah.
And the thing is that we are really wanting you to come out of your own way and really connect with beautiful, amazing souls that are here to help you, because we all need other people to help us in this journey, to help us lift each other's souls. I'm really committed to finding like-minded people. That's why I created Conscious Co-op. And Cecilia here is going to be singing at Conscious Co-op. I forgot to say that. Guys, stumbling over my words because I'm so excited. But she's going to be singing at Conscious Co-op, and it's going to be amazing. So it's all about living your spirit, lifting your soul, feeling good in your life every day, and being grateful. That's really what it comes down to.
Yes, and creating your reality. And being responsible. I think we also... we tend to want to fall into the victim role sometimes.
Yes.
Oh, this person did this to me, that person did that to me. But when we can step back and see our own part in that and what is our responsibility, it empowers us as opposed to being a victim of circumstances.
Yeah, and what I realize is when we're responsible for everything in our lives and we're not a victim, we're not blaming other people, then we also have the power to change everything in our lives.
Absolutely.
So it kind of goes together, because when you're responsible, it gives you power to change, and then you could take credit for being so great because you did it yourself.
Yes.
So it's cooler to take credit for doing better than to sit and blame, right?
Right,
I think
absolutely. And when we recognize that spirit is within each and every one of us, that we all have the same energy that the birds have, the grass has, the trees have. We are all made from creation.
Yes.
And we are all part of that same creation, no matter what the division is. I think it's really important. Whatever your belief is, we are all in this together.
Exactly. And another thing that we can also talk about is compassion for yourself.
Yes.
And I'm sure that's a big one, is to learn to have compassion and forgiveness for yourself. Because when you're really hard on other people, usually you're really hard on yourself too.
Right.
Would you say that?
Yes, yes. And also to be able to, one of the things that I teach is the connection practice, and how to identify your feelings and your needs, and to allow yourself to have empathy. Because I don't know about you, Noah, but for a very long time in my life, I didn't know how to feel my feelings. In fact, in Shambhala, my teachers would say, Cecilia, how do you feel? And I would say, well, I think I feel sad. Well, are you sad? Well, I think I might be. So until I could actually identify my feelings, I think I'm angry. Oh, are you angry? Yeah. So when I was able to identify, well, I'm angry, I'm hurt, I'm sad, because what is the need that's not being met? Because every action is a need wanting to be met. So some people have a need to be seen and heard. Some people have a need for safety. Some people have a need for peace. I mean, I think we all have a need for peace. I think we all have a need for safety. But when I think about this divide that's coming up in our country today, if we can stop separating them against us, and we can honor people's choices and why they made the choices that they did, then we're gonna bring the country back together.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to have a roof over their head, food on their table, and a safe place to live. And if we can just get to the bottom of those few core things that we all have need for, then we can understand why people make their strategies might be different,
Right.
but their needs are all the same.
And I think it comes down to each one of us needs to be responsible for ourselves.
Absolutely.
Because you can't worry about what anybody else is doing. But if you're doing your part, then you're making the world a better place.
Right.
So each one of us does our part in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Everything will come together.
Right.
So it's each one of us is a piece of the puzzle.
Right.
And it's beautiful when we all come together and we bring our beautiful energy together.
Right. I know you're doing such
Yeah.
a beautiful job with her new book
Thank
coming
you.
out. You have to buy that new book because it will
Yeah.
inspire you. It's really amazing. It's really empowering. And
Thank
she
you.
gives you wonderful tools to make the grass greener right where you are at. Yeah, absolutely.
And you're going to sing another song for us.
Sure. This
I'm
is
really
called
excited.
Everything. And I haven't sung this one in a while, but it kind of inspired me today to sing this one. Well, I am in the snowfall, I am in the mountain top, in the breath that you take when you wake first thing in the morning. I am in your baby's eyes, in that old man's sigh, in the bum on the corner bumming for her next dollar with the worn out eyes. But can you feel it? Don't you know I'm in everything? In the rain that falls, the snail that grows, everything. Everywhere you look, you can see. Just look in the mirror and you'll see me. Well, I am in the hand that you're holding, in the man you are fighting, in the face of your neighbor. Doesn't matter if he's yellow, red, brown, or white. I am in the moon as it's rising, in the stars that are shining, in the sun that is warming the earth while it's spinning, suspended in the sky. But can you feel it? Don't you know I'm in everything? In the rose blooming clouds forming everything. Everywhere you look, you can see. Just look in the mirror and you'll see me. I am in the tears that you cry, in the darkest night, when you're searching for the answer, only left with a question, still wondering why. I am in everyone you know, I'm in everyone you meet, because the truth is I am in you and you're in me. How about that? But can you feel it? Don't you know I'm in everything? In the whale and the sparrow, everything. Everywhere you look, you can see. Just look in the mirror and you'll see me. But can you feel it? Don't you know I'm in everything? In your mother's lap, your father's hands, everything. Everywhere you look, you can see. Just look in the mirror and you'll see me. For the glory of love is in everything. Yeah, the glory of God is in everything.
Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you so much. It's
Thank
so
you.
nice that we get to experience
Yeah,
this.
thank you.
Thank you for sharing that. Beautiful.
It's so fun. Yeah,
Yes,
it's so
we're having
nice to
too
be
much.
here.
It's such a great time. Thank you.
Yeah.
How can people find you?
You can look for me on CeciliaSaintKing.com, and you can find me on Facebook, Cecilia Saint King, as a friend, and you can find me Cecilia Saint King Inner Peace Troubadour as a fan page. Yeah.
Great. And we were going to give away a couple of tickets to
Oh,
your
yes,
concert
yes,
tonight.
yes. So how do we want to do that?
So they,
Do we
can,
have-
they can call in. Yeah, there's a number.
So
they
there's
can
a call-in line
number.
here. So if you want to call in at 888-565-1470
And claim your 2
and
tickets.
claim your 2 tickets. That's 888-565-1470. So if you're local and you're listening, please call in and get a couple of tickets.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's exciting.
Yeah.
The concert is going to be amazing.
September 22nd, 7 p.m. at the Center for Spiritual Living, Boca Raton, and that's 2 12th Avenue off of Palmetto Park Road. Super easy to get there off of 95. Yeah.
That's great. I
Yeah.
can't wait. And you're going to be singing at Conscious Co-op.
Yes.
And you're also going to be singing at my
At
book
your book
release.
launch, that's
my
right.
book launch, which is going to be a very exclusive party
Right.
at Uzo Bay, and you have to register on Eventbrite.
Yes.
We're limiting the amount of people that can come there because we want to keep it more private and
Right.
and connected,
Intimate.
and the energy really beautiful.
Yeah.
But she will be singing live there.
Yes.
It's very exciting time.
Yes, and I'll also be singing, just so people know, at Unity of Pompano Beach.
Mm-hmm.
You can find that on my website, and also Unity in the Gardens in Jupiter, Florida. Yeah, and I have some amazing musicians, local musicians, that will be joining me.
Now let
as
me
well.
ask you, we have a couple more minutes. Do you
Okay.
write your own music, all your own music? And
Yes, well, I write a lot of my own music, but
Mm-hmm.
every once in a while there is a song that has to be heard. So, and it's original that people don't hear it on the radio.
Right.
And they're friends of mine. People are starting to give me music now. Oh, I'd love you to sing this song. And if it's appropriate and it feels right for me and what I'm doing, I'll definitely be happy to sing it. Yeah.
That's great. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Well, it's been such an honor to have you
Oh,
here today,
thank you, Noah.
Cecilia. Thank you
Yes,
so
so
much
wonderful
for
to be
joining
here.
me. I feel
Yeah.
very grateful that you're in my life.
Oh,
really,
me
I really
too,
do.
me too.
Thank
We're
you.
like soulmates.
I know. I
Yeah,
feel it.
the tribe's
I really
coming
feel it.
together.
The energy is beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for listening to us tonight. We're really grateful you took the time to share this time with us. I want you to remember the mantra, the grass is greenest where I am. The grass is greenest where I am, because it really is. Nurture yourself. Nurture your life. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful evening. Let's see you next week. Take care. Have a great night.
Namaste.
Namaste. Hi, this is Noah Crane. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Remember, the grass is greenest where you are. Tune in next week as we keep exploring and finding and recreating a life we love.